your boy Johnny Quest, joined by my man Slim Jim Longfoot.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, JohnnyQuestGaming. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and say your thing, man, because we just got live, so the time is off, but we all good, baby.
Hey man, it's bloopers, it's real, it's raw, it's uncut, man. You might see something like that, man. You might see something crazy like that. It's like Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl, like a whole titty might fall out from Janet. That's for Slim to say.
By the end of this song.
But hey man, hey, how you doing, America? Welcome back to the Nerd Strip Club, man. That's right. We got another episode. We got a special guest we're gonna have on here, man, on the show. And most importantly, man, we're gonna talk about what we always talk about, man. That's comics, games, everything nerd culture, everything pop culture. Slim, what you gonna tell them, man?
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. Setups are real, but outside of that, guess what else is real? Nerd life. Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to the Nerd Strip Club, where we get nerdy and dirty up in this thing. You got my co-host right here, Johnny Quest Gaming, in the building. You know what I'm saying? We back in full effect on episode 18 of the Nerd Strip Club. But before we go any further, I want to show out, got to give y'all, show love and tribute an amazing actor and a legend, an icon in entertainment, pop culture, sci-fi, action, however you want to call it. Carl Weathers, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
What's up, world? It's Slim Jim Longfoot of the Nerd Strip Club. Carl Weathers, iconic actor of the Rocky franchise and the recent hit series The Mandalorian, has died at age 76. Other films include the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the cult action flick Action Jackson. He will be missed.
Barbecue, huh? How do you like your ribs?
Yeah, so that was a tribute to Carl Weathers, icon of entertainment. Of course, we know him best as Apollo Creed from the Rocky franchise, and of course, recently on the Mandalorian hit series on Disney Plus, which is of course a part of the Star Wars universe. Gone at the age of 76. Rest in peace to you, Carl. JohnnyQuestGaming, your thoughts on Carl Weathers and his legacy?
Hey man, it's one of those things where Carl Weathers was like the most known, unknown heroes in not only just black culture, but sci-fi and action movies, period. I mean, you look at some of the Mandalorian episodes, not only did he star on some of the episodes, he also directed those episodes. And I mean, he's had some iconic roles, man. I mean, you got Action Jackson, like I put on my page, before there was a John Wick, there was an Action Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You had him fighting against the original Predator back in the day. You know what I mean? Right. And is Rocky, there is no Rocky without Apollo. Like, you got Creed, the successor to the whole series became Creed. You know why? Because Creed was just that as important a character, man. He was an amazing actor. On top of that, this man was 100% in the best physicality of any actor at his time. Like, you can look at Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Their physiques were there, but Carl Weathers, man, kept it up and was just that dude the whole time, man. And it was a major loss, especially within this month, Black History. But that's the man who made history. Definitely an icon, and he will be sorely missed.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Carl Weathers, y'all. As we get ready to go into this, we are about to, of course, bring out our special guest. Now, there's this show on a site that most of y'all may know called Tubi. And you know what I'm saying? I watched Tubi from time to time, but wasn't really watching it like that. But last year, during Father's Day weekend, JohnnyQuestGaming hit me up and he told me about this show called The Dirty D. And I was like,
oh man.
And I was thinking to myself, what is the Dirty D? And he was like, man, it's good. You gotta check it out. I was like, man, it gotta be some of that ratchet goodness because I've been hearing about it too. They had some crazy but ratchet shows. But I was like, you know what? JohnnyQuestGaming, I know he got good taste. So let me go check out this show. And so I checked out the show.
And he's
And
the ratchet of the ratchet. Let me tell you. Y'all know Tubi. Y'all know Tubi. Curving the Bullet. Tubi movie.
It's nothing but ratchet goodness. And so after I engorged upon the first season and engorged upon the second season, and I love watching reaction videos. I love watching reaction videos. So after I done all that, I was like, you know what? Let me see if anybody on YouTube reacting to the Dirty D. And so from there, I came across this young lady, this most awesome young lady by the name of Miss Just Chrissi. And she was reacting to episodes of the Dirty D when they had first started all the way up until, you know, the end of the second season. And I was enjoying her reaction. She's freaking dope with it. And I was like, man, she is cool as crap. And then I found out, of course, she is a writer herself. She is a writer of the erotica. You dig, and other genres as well. And so I was like, hey, I got a daggone, I got a book too, you know, because it's been years since I wrote erotica, but I was like, hey, I got a book too, you know, called Getting Some Pookie, you know what I'm saying? Came out back in 2010 and got a whole little series with it. She checked it out, she had got it, and then she did a review on it. I was like, all right. And guess what? We became awesome friends, and then find out she's a nerd too. And this nerd, aka Chrissi Chrissi After Dark is in the building.
Oh, can y'all see me? My bad, y'all. I think I'm in the dark. Hold on.
She's in the dark.
I am in the dark. My room is a dark room. Sorry, guys. I don't have bright lighting.
It's all
my ring lights, but
I'm a whole gremlin out here with these bright lights on, and you know
no, like you know, I get on the camera, I show my dark, I show my freckles, my bags under my eyes. You know, I got lashes on, but that's about it. Sorry, y'all. I ain't get dressed up today.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, we cool. Oh, we in the club. Right you got the club lighting. You got the club lighting. We in the club. You got the club lighting.
You got the
hold on. I did have it like flashing. Hold on. I'm trying to use this to help me go to sleep. Slow. Never mind. Like that. Yeah. Anyways, I'll turn back on the light.
So now we got Chrissi
After Dark. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. Chrissi After Dark is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Aquarius Beauty. Thank you for sliding on through. Appreciate it.
I know that big-headed heifer. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
I know we were supposed to be cussing. That's my little sister.
Hey, this is a nerd club. We
it's different. It hit different. You know what I mean? We started off the show talking about boobs falling out at the Super Bowl. So you okay? You good? You good?
Oh, Miss Jackson's.
Yeah. So a lot of people.
20 years, y'all.
20 years since that titty made a debut.
Right. That was Slim's fault, though. That was Slim's fault because he mentally willed that the whole time. The whole time, his entire life, most of our, I'm gonna say all of teenagehood, he had been wishing for something like that to happen. So. You know, they say if you manifest, you know, he manifested.
Yeah, he put it out there.
But what my billion is,
I'm credit for that because Miss Janet had got a lot of heat. She might look at you.
Get a lot of heat, but there go the culprit. There you go. There he is. Hey man, if you believe it, you can achieve it, right, Slim?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? These are the things we gotta manifest. Just like this right here, for instance. You know, you gotta manifest things and will them into existence. You dig?
Ain't that right?
Hey man, don't do that, man. Don't do it. See, this is another a use of artistic ability for the power of the dark side. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is. So Miss Just Chrissi, welcome to the strip club. We appreciate you for coming out tonight, man. So we kind of do what we do as a strip down to get to our artists and our guests and just learn a little bit about them. So if you can, tell our audience a little bit about yourself. What got you into writing erotica? You know, where you're from? What's your background? You know, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, wow. Okay, so a little about me. I'm born in Baltimore. I was raised here in Pittsburgh. Let's see. I'm 37. Let's see. What else you guys want to know? I'm 37. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful sons. They are nerds too. I write erotica, and the reason why I write erotica is because I want people to fall in love. I want them to know how it feels to be wanted, loved, properly and correctly, and freaky, you know. And plus, I don't know how to write about drugs or gangbanging because I ain't never experienced that. I mean, only thing I experienced was good sex. I mean, if that's too much for you guys to hear, but it's true. So I share the word.
And the word is good.
And the word is good. That's right. And I'm laid back. I'm actually, even though y'all probably see me on YouTube, I'm really shy. I'm actually really quiet too. I really don't talk that much. And when I do talk, stuff, X-rated stuff come out.
You know, that's kind of like the.
Plus, I'm an Aquarius. I am an Aquarius, and I'm definitely laid back, and I watch and observe a lot of stuff. I really don't be sitting up there saying too much. And I mean, if I do decide I'm gonna cause some chaos, I do, and I do it with a good smile on my face. But otherwise than that, I'm easy to talk to. I'm just laid back and chill. I mean,
that part.
Now, I think, you know, that's amazing that everybody has their voice and has their own medium that they can step outside of their secure space and be able to express themselves through some sort of medium. You know, being a comic book artist, being a writer, I tend to see that that's the way that we kind of change ourselves and be that stronger person. You know what I mean? It's like that extra bit of confidence. Some people need, you know, if they don't draw, they don't drink, you know what I mean, draw or write or whatever, then they might drink. That's their extra confidence juice. But I think that's pretty dope. Now, were you ever influenced by, because, you know, being with the nerd culture, what about hentai? Was you ever into hentai a lot as a child, or looked at any of those type of things? Me, my personal thing, when I came up, I saw, what was it? I actually made a comic called Demon Hunters that Slim drew about it, because I was impressed by how they could combine those elements, those XXX elements, and make it into a very interesting story. And it wasn't just something that you like seeing all this stuff going on, but you had a very interesting story.
It wasn't just gratuitous, mindless,
exactly.
Just,
you know, sexual encounters. You know, it had weight to it because it had story.
Right, it had a story, and you got there were so many that had it back in the day. There was one in particular that I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Why I cannot remember the was it Tokyo Ghoul? No, I can't remember the name of it, and it's gonna stick in my brain. But watching hentai, was there anything like that influence you, or did you just start writing by your own merit, or did nerd culture influence it at all?
Nerd culture influenced it later in life.
Gotcha.
I didn't start watching hentai until I was like 19 and Job Corps college years. So I started messing around watching that. And my roommate at the time was some Puerto Rican girl. Her boyfriend had gave her his DVDs, and we was looking through it. And I put one of them in, and I was just like, what is this? We was hooked. We watched like a whole series. I will never forget the very first time I seen it. I was like, this is graphic. Like the way that they had it, like the cum was coming at the screen. I was like, oh, right. And I just grabbed my book and I just started writing, and she was drawing. And it wasn't an erotica, but it was like a quick little sex scene, and she drew it as I was writing it out. And she was like, well, what are you putting down? So hentai was like later in life. What inspired me to write, I've been writing since I was a kid, like since I could grip a pen and paper. And that's been honest. Even before I can like write words, I was scribbling. I always tell people that. So I always say I was destined to be a writer, because my mom used to say I always had crayons and be doodling and on her works and stuff. What inspired me to write those, because that was the only way I could express myself. Because like in high school, it got really awkward. Like I was into guys and stuff, but it was just like, I'd rather watch The Simpsons than go out on dates. Like girls was going out on dates and stuff, and I was at home watching Family Guy and all the King of the Hills and watching like animated stuff like that. I still watch cartoons. I'm actually watching King of the Hill right now. But yeah, I do know a few writers did inspire me. Lorenzo Calcaterra, he wrote this book, and it's a movie. It's a popular movie. It's called Sleepers. And I got the chance to like interact with him, write him. I read that book and it changed me. And I was 14. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to get into the writing game. And also, Zane.
Zane.
So when y'all heard me sit up there and say biker bitches in space, that was from her, a quote in her book. They was watching a porn called Bikers, Bitches in Space. And I said, maybe I should do one. And that's kind of like, and what me and you collabed on, I had that in mind. And the way that, I don't want to just keep on like jumping, but the way you did the characters, and I told you it reminded me of a Cenobite. You know what a Cenobite is, right? So yeah, I was like, how they came, how they entered was like, and I was like, okay. So that also gave me inspiration to go on with the other parts.
Hey,
leave it off from there. See,
that's what
And it's funny she mentioned Zane, because like Zane, Edward Jerome Dickey are pretty much like the typical erotica artists. But the thing is, I think a lot of with them is they kind of fit into a certain category, and it's cool when you have outside influences to bring their sauce into it. You know what I mean? Like even it would have been nice if she had expounded on that character to see them in space. Because me as a comic artist, first thing I'm gonna go to is, oh, I can use that. I can use that. I know Slim would be like, I like that name. You know what I mean? And taking that name and turning it something different. So, you know, it's really, I think it's really cool when you can blend cultures, because being a nerd all through high school and even to this day, everybody assumed that we are like overly sexualized, or, you know, because we draw attractive women or we do something in a comic book, that everything on our brain is ding sex. Wake up
right.
Sex. It's like, it's a form of expression. It's not necessarily that I think about sex, but you know, I don't know.
Because everybody thinks that about me too. They think like, oh, well, you're like real hypersexual, and I'm like, if you see me right now, I'm up here cleaning chicken, and you have asked me like about big booty bitches, and you, I mean, sorry, I don't mean to cuss on your thing, but you know, you send me pictures of these girls and all that, and I'm up there looking like, hold on, let me see, okay, all right, cool, and it's like, and then I always like my DMs, I get like 40 DMs a day, and it's usually most of them is guys asking me like, can I come see you, what you doing, stuff like, you know, and trying to like pick
the
my brain.
WYD text.
And it's just like, no, I'm coloring right now, or I'm watching or I'm playing Sonic, like, and I usually, when I've texted them that, they don't be believing me, and I'm up there like, no, I'm outside playing with rocks or something, like, leave me alone. But no, I express myself through my writing, and I'm not overly sexualized. I just know how to put it out there, present it out there, and get somebody to notice it. I mean, it's worked. I've had sex companies have me as their brand ambassadors for their toy products and stuff like that. I've spoken at seminars, little mini seminars and stuff. So it's cool, but I'm not a overly sexualized person. But don't challenge me in the bedroom either, because you'll lose. But all right, you know, so.
You know what I'm saying? She hit him with the challenge.
Yeah. Like, all right, you okay. I'm gonna have to like take after Shannon's Sharp. So you wanted this smoke? All right. No problem. I got you.
I think that's something that I see a lot as far as like with female artists. It's where they can't just do a product and expect a normal response from people, right? It's always got to be something above and beyond. And I think it's the same thing again in nerd culture, period, where you can't just draw something and people just take it like, oh, I felt like drawing that, right? An
Mhm.
artist, a normal artist, I'm not gonna say we're not normal artists because that's not that, but what I mean, a more mainstream artist that draws paintings and do photography and things of that nature, they can do whatever and people automatically assume that's art. But if you draw a character that is well endowed in a bathing suit, oh my God, you must
You're
be some type of
sexualizing her.
sexualized. Right, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. I get that about my writing. Like, well, why I just recently had a person ask me, why is all my girls, most of my main character girls, dark skin? And I'm like, what? Like, at first I thought about it and then I didn't realize it until I looked. But then I'm thinking about the characters that I based them off is the most of the girls are chocolate, like chocolate and pretty. I mean, I get it. I know I get a lot of slack from a lot of eye rolls and side eyes because I do write about sex and stuff, and they're like, she, you know, I get the whole she's a freak, and I am a freak, but you know, freak, like I'm gonna try to take your man, and it's like, no, I don't want your boyfriend. I don't even know how to talk to guys for real. I don't even know how I was with my love for 12 years so long, but he's a nerd too. He was a nerd, so. But yeah, I get that a lot.
It'd be like, what do y'all want? What
what
do you?
more can you? What do you want from me? Like, and then when people like when they do talk to me, they're like, "Oh, you're not. Oh, you're boring as hell." Like, I'm like, yeah, I told you I was boring. Like,
You thought I was lying?
I warn people. I'll be like, you can come over and chill if you want to. We're gonna sit up here and watch this movie, and I'll probably fall asleep on you, Slim. You know, because I fall asleep on everybody. It's just that it's my mama. I can be on the phone with my mom, and I'll be up there like, yeah, and be. So
you going to like we're gonna do is Bigelow.
The biggest misconception I think that people have of erotica writers, of I mean, people that just got a different nerds with different type of unique minds is that we're crazy, we're sick, we're twisted, and it's not. We're not that. We're just different and talented and creative and all types of stuff. But yeah,
I think it's kind of over centralized by the mainstream that if you do anything that is somewhat provocative, then you automatically fall in the category. And the thing is, I think most artists are able to display in an artistic manner what goes on behind closed doors, where the people that are actually behind the closed doors that point fingers at you are doing some of the weirdest stuff. I mean,
right.
That's
and
the
I've
strange
seen
part.
it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I remember this girl from high school. She like terrorized me. Like, I mean, not terrorized me, but she was just mean and like, you know, she like tried to bully me back in elementary school, but you know, when we got in high school, it was like a whole different thing. Like, she just did not like me, right? And she was at this sex club. She was at a sex club, y'all. It was this little yeah. Now I was there. I know why I was there, because I was with a bunch of freaks. And it was my first time. But I seen her. I seen her do some of the most foulest and nastiest things. But she used to always talk bad and down on this one girl in high school who was, you know, I'm gonna just say very sexual experience. But she did worse than the girl in high school, because I done seen her suck men's toes.
Ugh.
Yeah. And I think I definitely wrote about her in one of my books, and I can't remember which book it is. I want to say it's Never Trust a Big D in a Smile. It's a scene in there. You'll know if it's something graphic and it's sick and twisted, it's about her. So if you ever read it, get a chance to read it, you'll be like, oh, that's the girl Chrissy was talking about, the little hoochie. So yeah.
So, Miss Chrissy, let me ask you a question. So, as being a writer and you see comics and things of that nature, if you had one comic property or a pop culture property that you could rewrite into an erotica fashion, what would it be and why?
Oh, my favorite comic, The Walking Dead.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be real interesting. That'll be interesting to be pulled off.
When I was first read it, I was 16, I believe. That might have been 21 years ago. Has it been that?
Yeah, Walking Dead came out in 03.
Yeah. 03.
Yeah, so 21 years ago, and I was in the library. My friend had this comic, and we was reading it, and I was just like, what is this? So when the show came on, and I remember watching it with my sister, I was like, is this The Walking Dead after the comic books? And I had to really sit down and like watch it because it's been a while. And yeah, I would definitely do that one. Walking Dead. I would, as y'all know, Michonne, her character in the comics is way different than her character on the TV. One of my nose rings fell out. And it would be definitely some characters that I would probably boost up their, I ain't gonna say their sexuality, but to boost them up more feminine, more masculine in a way to make it more attractive and stuff. I mean, I would make Maggie and Glenn's sex scenes a little bit more hotter. I would make well, Michonne was getting down with everybody in the comics, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess her main guy at that time, Tyrese, when I was reading it, I would probably sexualize his character make his character more sexually attractive in a way where you would want to give it to him, I guess.
His character on the show was kind of, it was going to be a topic. I think he queued it up, but it's cool.
I'll put it back down real quick.
Oh no, I was like, what is that, a Batgirl?
It was another topic we're going to pull up. But yeah, The Walking Dead, the properties changed a lot from the book, and a lot of people who didn't read the show, and that's a thing too that's real popular, that some not talk about how popular these properties are, but people don't do any research on the actual characters, and they be like, oh, this is that and this and that, and the real character is completely different. Like, prime example, Slim, what I tell you about Echo?
Man, yo, boy, yeah,
you got to give it to yeah. I can't do it. You got to deliver it to her. Give her the plot on the show, and then versus what happened in the comics.
Well, you have to tell what happened in the comics, but before I get into that, before I lose this thought, when we were talking about writers, you know what I'm saying, like everybody thinking that writers are this way in the third, you know, that reminds me of this movie that just came out, which is actually nominated for some Oscars, that I've been meaning to watch, called American Fiction, with Jeffrey Wright, where he plays I want to see that too, where he plays a writer who basically becomes. He gets praised for his writing, but everybody thinks he's that character. They think that's him in real life. They think it's not fiction. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, I get that a lot too. I get that a lot. People think, a lot of my readers think that I'm Lola. Lola is kind of similar based off of me, but she's really not. Lola's actually a real life person. She's actually my friend, and her name's not Lola. I based that off of her when I met her, and she was like 22 and I was 19. I think I explained it in the Zaven. It's Wild How We Met. It's explained in the book and in the new story that's coming out on my birthday. So you'll be like, oh, so that's how, oh, okay. And that's another, I'd be dropping little gems every now and then. But yeah, a lot of people think that Lola is based off of me. She's based off of me just a little bit, but not really. A couple people she's based off of. Yeah.
And be like, oh, that's her right there. There she go.
Yeah, Lola's not based off of me at all. I don't Lola is all. I mean, she is based off of me, but not fully based off of me. There you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now regarding Echo, now do you want to get spoiled about Echo, or do you want me to tell you?
Echo that's a new comic that's out.
Well,
I don't think I've heard of it, or I
Echo
don't think of.
Echo is a comic book character from Marvel. I didn't know anything about Echo until the She-Hulk's what was it, the She-Hulk series? No, excuse me, not She-Hulk, but Hawkeye series. And so
I have not watched that yet.
Yeah, because I haven't, read Marvel comics in a minute because they're so corporate now, and so I'm just like, yeah. And so the show Echo is basically, like she's was raised in the life, saying, as far as being a fighter and an assassin, for hire by the Kingpin, which she views as her uncle. And so the show is pretty much mid. I mean, that's all I got to say on it. I ain't about to get into the whole. It's mid, and the explanation of what Johnny Quest Gaming said about the character in the books is just beyond crazy. Like, she's basically like, if you know the character Taskmaster, she is basically like Taskmaster in the books, where she can look at somebody's fighting ability and automatically copy it like that. Like, she is like that chick in the comics, but on the show she is mid, and they gave her some wacky powers, to tie into her heritage, because they was trying to rely heavily on the Native American heritage, which saying nothing wrong with that. But if you had just kept the character the same as in the books, and then
she looks completely, I mean, different from a character. I know one is an actual person and one is a cartoon, but like I like the comic book character better than the actual person. The comic book character looks actually interesting, that you want to get to know and learn more about her. And her, she looks like an action figure girl, like she a fighter, but she also looked like she's just average, like she really don't have a
and I get that, and I get the actress credit, because I don't know. You have to correct me if I'm wrong.
Just not me basing that off of that picture. That I gotta watch the show because I might think differently.
Right. And so you correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny Quest Gaming, because I don't know if Echo is deaf in the comic book, hearing impaired in the comic books, and has a missing leg as well. But the actress who plays Echo and the character on the show is hearing impaired, deaf, and has a missing leg, and she does in real life. And so, so I give her credit, on portraying the character as written. However, she was, she portrayed the character as written on the show. I don't have a problem with her acting and this, that, and the third, but the fact that they diminish the character to not be as amazing as it is in the comic books is just crazy. It's kind of like, okay, you're gonna make it's pretty much almost like how Smallville was in the beginning. Like, okay, but then again, we know that what we know in our head, the premise that it was a show about a young Clark Kent learning his Kryptonian powers, getting them as he gradually goes on to eventually become Superman. But at the same time, it's like, say you talking about a Superman movie and we just see Superman just walking throughout the whole movie. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. Get out of here.
And the thing is too, I think with Echo, and like the reason why I had that Madam Web picture up there is because I think a lot of it's like the status quo. Like, we're getting something to appease the audiences, like female audiences like yourself, that has grown up with the culture and hasn't seen a direct representation of themselves in that form of media. And so they give them just enough. So, like, for instance, characters like Echo, who had a much stronger foundation in the comic, was weakened when it came to the TV show, right? Same thing with the Marvels. For people who haven't seen the Marvel movies, the Marvel movie was pretty decent, except for the fact that we got Captain Marvel as a Disney princess who is like one of the top heavy hitters of the cosmic powers in the Marvel universe. You downplayed them. So it's like, yeah, we've given you representation. Take it, be happy with it, but you're not going to be as powerful as you are in the comics. You're not going to be as strong as you are in the comics. And I think that's the problem. A lot of people are like, why was Wonder Woman so successful in the first movie? Because it was written and it was directed by Penny Marshall. So she had that aspect. Now, don't get me wrong, Wonder Woman 84.
And that was not no Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall was already dead.
Well, not Penny Marshall, the director.
Patty.
I don't know why I always get her mixed up, but yeah, Patty.
Yeah, but her name do sound similar in your head when you think about it. You think about
like, Penny Marshall versus Patty Marshall, but you know what I mean? Like, she had that perspective, and it's like, I think all media deserves to have someone that represents that particular character, or can say, I can give my perspective on that solely, because it's hard for me to say I wrote a good woman script and I'm not a woman. I can only give certain opinions, and vice versa. And when you got something that's completely dominated by one particular sex, I think it does come out bad. And a lot of the comic book writers over years have known these characters and maintained the characters, so they can write them good in the comics, but the movies and the TV shows, they just don't come off right. And that's because I think of the fact that they don't have that input.
My mom gets so upset when she watches. My mom is a DC Marvel
smart woman,
fanatic. Like, I remember when I first seen X-Men, and this is how much I realized that my mom is an actual nerd. And she's like, Rogue, it's not Rogue. She says Mystique is Jean Grey's mom in the comic books. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, but she's not in that form. And I was just like, okay. And my mom, she schools me every like X-Men movie or something that comes out. She tells my sons like the history of each character. Like, she went to go see.
I think you had it right. You did Rogue.
Aquaman, and I don't like.
Yeah, you had it right the first time.
Like, she's one of those. She's very detailed. Like, y'all will love my mom when it comes to the DC Marvel stuff, because she'll debate with you. She knows all that. She be telling me about. She's the one who told me who Magneto and Martin Luther King, before it became popular, before the internet said so, who they were based off of and how they broke it down. And she actually showed me at a library we went to back in the day. One of the coolest things she did was she found this article. She showed me what Stan Lee and the other Marvels guy the man that
Jack Kirby.
Here you go. It was explaining the characters and the breakdown. I thought that was so one of the coolest things. But when it comes to Marvel stuff, I know a little bit, but not all of it. Not like my mom. My mom, she's in detail. She can tell you about the love affair between T'Challa and Storm. She can tell you all that. She can tell you about their babies, Azul. Yeah, she tell you their kids' name, how Tony Stark got a hold of them and raised them, all that. Like, she goes deep in it. Like, you be, what? Tony Stark was raising T'Challa's kid, Black Panther, not him going to Wakanda. Yeah, Tony Stark, Iron Man before on the movies. He was up in Wakanda. A lot of people don't know that not before the Avengers went there. He was there a couple times, but I get it when it comes to watching movies and the history. You be up there like, all right, it's all right, cool. But I don't go to superhero movies with my mom, because they're like, huh.
And see,
make this character.
And see, my thing is, I don't mind change, from the source material into other mediums, such as either the animation or the movies, as long as it's better. If it's better, then hey, that's what's up. Like, oh dang, they snapped on this. They made it better than it is. Come on. But if it's crap, if it's worse, it's like, you got source material, use it.
And it's agenda based too. And then it's like, if you're not going to do the source material,
I have not seen.
Quick, Chris. Ladies first.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying with like the source material.
Oh no, I was just sitting up there saying that. Go ahead, you go. Go ahead.
Now go ahead, Chris. You got it.
No, I was just gonna sit up there and say like it's nothing important. I just haven't seen like the new. I refuse to watch the new. Can't talk. The new Batman's because Ben Affleck's Batman. That's how petty I am when it comes to comics. But anyways, go ahead.
Batfleck is not too bad. Batfleck, I like Batfleck.
Ben Affleck. I refuse to watch him as the Cape Crusader. He just doesn't seem like a believable Batman. I don't care how good people told me the ones he did was good. I just refuse to watch it. I just don't like him as an actor. Like, of all people, I think the last time I watched a Batman movie, Christian Bale was it. That was he was the last Batman. I just absolutely
since you don't like Ben Affleck, I suggest that you definitely go check out the Batman with our favorite glowing vampire Robert Pattinson. He was actually good, and you know I will adjust him out if he was good. He was
really
good.
Really good Batman.
He was good.
It was Batman. It's true Batman.
Good. You don't like Ben Affleck? You love that one then. You'll love Robert Pattinson's portrayal. You'll love it.
Okay, I'll have to check it out, man. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Yeah, because I haven't. That came out last year, right? The Batman, right?
Yeah. No, wait, last year, year
before.
Dang, wait.
Yeah, I think it was 2022.
Yeah, 20. Yeah,
you know what? I think it was 2022.
Yeah, it was 22. Yeah, it was 22 because that was right after my niece got shot. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, man. Time.
See, that's the thing though. Like when you change so much of the character and the representation, like how your mom was mentioning, like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they've changed the agenda, and now they're saying that X-Men is more about sexual orientation as opposed to that particular message. And I like it. He was saying about things being good. Like, we don't mind if you change the material, make it good, but don't try to change it to force your hand in agenda, because most of it now is just agenda based. You know, and they say, hey, we complaining, all the nerds complain about this and that and this and that. We want to see strong female characters. We want to see characters representation of all race credos and whatnot, but don't try to force feed me something that we don't want to hear. And that's what's going on.
Speaking of strong female characters.
Strong female characters. Jelly Bean Dream. Get that right now. It's that hotness. It's that hotness written by none other than Slim Jim Longfoot.
And drawn by none other than.
Who drew that? Nah, for real. Yeah, man. It's nothing wrong with you telling good stories, or your own way, your own story, but just try to keep it right, because look how that
I
passed
always
on
say
you.
I like yeah.
No.
I wish I could. My mom is an artist. She draws really good.
Word.
I can't draw to save my life. But my mom, she can draw. Like she draws my niece asked her to draw a Five Nights at Freddy character for her when she was a little girl. I think she had to be like 7 or 8. And my mom made this big Chica poster for her. She showed my mom the picture, and my mom took one look at it and was like, all right. And she made a poster for her. I wish I could be able to do that. I guess she gave me, since she's not, my mom always says, I couldn't make up stories or create stories like how you do. So, and I'm just like, well, you gave me you gave me something from your talent, Gene. I guess my niece know how to draw.
I just thought about
I
something.
showed you her work.
Y'all need to daggone make a book.
Right.
Y'all need to make a comic book.
So me and my niece
need to come together and do y'all thing.
Who, me and my niece?
Need to get on it.
You're your mom.
You and your niece, whichever one.
Writes stories. She writes stories. I was going to. She's going to help me with my sons. My sons is going to do. I'm gonna post a video. It's going to be like a little mini movie because they got their Carnage, Venom. It's going to be a cosplay movie. Who else? My niece is called. What did we name her? Her character is called Aquarius Moon. I don't know if my sister's still in here, but
that's a fire
her
name.
Daughter.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's a fire name. I like that.
So
Aquarius Moon.
we'll be doing that. It's just something fun. Us filming or a little movie, writing scripts with each other. It started when my husband was alive, and we started writing it, dressed up and played roles in the movie. But since he's no longer here, my sons included my nieces and nephews and me. I think they wrote my sister a role. So if you see me with like pink or orange hair and a magical wand, if I post a picture, that's what that is about.
That's the whole character right there in a nutshell.
I'm some type of superhero. Right. I'm a villain, a superhero villain.
Oh, you
/
a superhero
narrator. So I'll be telling the story. Superhero / villain. That's what my son told me he wants to play. He wants me to play.
Well, that's gonna be wild right there for sure. Chrissi. What is your favorite? Well, let's see, because I believe I told JohnnyQuestGaming this earlier, but what is your favorite current anime out right now?
Demon Slayer, and I guess what, my son is into it now.
Hey.
He's into it now. I've been breaking down. He's been watching it. I've been breaking down the characters. And season 3 is coming out this month. I checked. I've been doing my research because I couldn't
season 3
find.
Or 4, 'cause I thought they was on 3. I thought they was on season. I thought, what is it, season 4 coming out? Because I know I haven't seen season 3 yet. Or
I haven't watched season 3. It's season 4, I believe. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Because I just had it on. I was just watching season. Wait a minute.
Because I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up on it soon because
I'll just go back to my Hulu thing because I definitely was watching.
Yeah, because that season, because season 3 was
you might be right.
And that's what I gotta catch up on. Catch up. Yeah, Johnny.
Now I was just gonna say, this is something I asked y'all too because both of y'all are pretty good at doing your thing in social media. How do you think the community receives you as a Black nerd? As far as not just outside cultures, but just inner culture. Like, for instance, like, you know, we go to conventions and we see other Black artists and other Black supporters. How do you feel that the support group is there? Do you feel that there's a support group or community, or do you think it's kind of hit and miss? What do you think?
I'm looking for a community where, I mean, it's kind of a hit and miss. Like on Facebook, I'm just on there because my family and friends is on there, and I just promote just to get my, just because somebody will click it, and I just use the hashtags. You know, I'm looking for I don't know, Black nerdy girls. I know they're on there because I see them on social media all the time. But like to actually be a part and like talk to other people who, it's hard. And then like a lot of people think that I don't know, it's hard. It's been hard for me as a female trying to nerdy girls. Like if I start talking like comic books and stuff, they're like, girl, did you see how Krishan was holding her baby?
Like what?
I don't care about that little girl. Like, why are we talking about her? Like let me show you this little, like let me show you. Like, hold on, I'm about to be a nerd real quick. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is like one of my coolest things that my husband bought me.
Who's that? Is that Rogue? Oh, that's Storm. Oh, hey, that's Storm. Hey, that's Angel.
That's Storm too.
And oh, sorry, y'all. I'm looking crazy. I didn't even realize it. I hope I can pop on because my shirt's kind of crazy. But I tried to show this girl this,
Yeah, that's age
And
on
I was up there
Apocalypse.
like, yeah, because she was like, yeah, I like X-Men. I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, girl, my husband bought me this, and she was just like, why are you collecting dolls? And I was just like, she was like, aren't you a little bit too grown to be collecting action figures? And I was like, this is like, this is not a doll, you know. But yeah, it's hard, but this is one of my favorite things.
Like, this is
as a nerd, it's all worn and torn.
Dang it!
So, Slim, you too. Like,
Yeah,
what do you think?
it's one
Because I
of my-
mean, you do your thing as far as like the YouTube space and social media. What's your take as far as like support?
Man, you know, support is like they're gonna trying to find a dry piece of sand in the ocean.
It's hard.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's scarce out there. It's scarce out there. Basically non-existent, but at the same time, you gotta go into it without that mindset. You know what I'm saying? If you have that mindset that hey, nothing ain't gonna pop off, and guess what? Nothing ain't gonna pop off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, you know, keep in mind why you are doing this. Are you doing this because you love doing this, or are you doing this because you want other people to say, hey, I love what you do? Now, I mean, that's all well and good if they say that, but if you ain't feeling that way about your stuff already from jump, then you know you're not gonna feel it from nobody else. It's like I say all the time, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
do to make other people.
You gotta love yourself first before anybody else can love you. And love what you do. You gotta love what you do.
It goes the same way.
And so
you got to believe.
And you already know this.
Love what you do and believe. But you're right.
And you already know this from our experience over the years as artists and writers. You know what I'm saying? When it especially when it comes to the dreaded block ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Writer's block and artist block, and then you got other things popping into play, you know, with your personals going on, you know, just life and this, that, and the third, not having the time to do the things that you want to do versus the things that you need to do. And it just be like, man, I got to get back to doing me. Otherwise, I'm gonna run straight into a brick wall. You know, other than that, you know. You gotta get back to being you and what it is that make you. And so you know what make you know what make you I know what make me, and so forth, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta do it because guess what? Time is a booking, man. And I mean, we already know because we already had loss in our lives, you know, people who are no longer here that we love and care about, you know what I'm saying? And we got to keep on marching forth to, you know what I'm saying, to keep that liking ourselves, you know what I'm saying, vibrant and pushing forth. And you know, that's why like I'm so ecstatic about this right here, because you know this is been saying a labor of, you know what I'm saying, time in the making doing this. Savage Space Toast coming soon from JohnnyQuestGaming. If for those who watching right now, if y'all haven't checked out episode, the last episode where we're talking about our characters in comics, y'all go check it out. You feel me? Go check it out. And you see all these characters right here, like you see these characters, other characters of color. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, oh god, I know this Piccolo. But
hey man, that is true. That is canon. Okay, it's canon. It's canon. I don't care what nobody say.
Hey, let me see his voice actor before I confirm that. Let me see his voice actor before I confirm that.
Hey man, it's all in the swag, man. It's all in the swag, bro.
I think it might be full of. Oh no, never mind.
You say? Huh?
I thought it. Never mind. I thought Phil Lamar did it, but never mind. It's not him. I was wrong on that.
You know what? Now that I just thought about it, he do kind of give a Phil Lamar vibe.
He did one of those characters back then, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, Phil Lamar. I'm surprised Static wasn't up there. Static should be on there because you know he did
the anime.
Yeah, I know the anime characters, including the Green Man.
But you notice who I didn't put up there though, Mr. Popo.
Oh no, Mr. Popo ain't never invited to the cookout, bro. And it's not because you too black, bro. It's because now, bro. No, you ain't Mr. Popo. You Mr. Sambo. I ain't got time.
Right. And see, that's another thing too. I think what's kind of hard with being a black YouTuber or a black nerd in general. There's so many stigmas that's up, and like you have so many black people that think that the only people that like animation and things of that nature is someone of a different persuasion. Every single time, it's like, well, I don't date black girls because they don't like animation, or I don't date black guys because they don't like animation. But there's a whole group of people that you could mix and mingle with that is big into that stuff, but you don't give it that chance because it's that stigma on it. And that's why I'm like, wow, it's plenty of people out here that like this stuff. It's plenty of people that's doing it. Plenty of black people that you can meet that's in it. It's just not one particular persuasion. It's not because they lived in Japan or went to a different country. It's just they just like it. We like it. We grew up on this stuff. Like right. Your mom expressing her information. She grew up on that type of stuff. So there are people that's out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta get a community that's strong that make it not abnormal all the time. Because I see it on the internet all the time. It's like when I was in school, nobody understood me that was black. It's like, what?
The only person who liked anime.
Right, I'm the only person who liked anime. No. No.
Like, well, then why are you talking to me? I understand what you went through, and I'm black. Like,
right. It's like,
I've heard stuff like that before. Like,
it be crazy out here. Aquarius Beauty says he's supposed to be doing squats. You supposed to be getting your Jin Woo training on. That's why y'all gotta watch Solo Leveling. We all got to get our Solo Leveling on. Now I ain't doing that running part. I let one of y'all do the running part. I ain't doing all that running.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. We supposed to be doing? No, she tried to kill me. She's trying to make me do 100 squats, man. I told her half.
She must watch Solo Leveling for real.
Hey.
Yo,
trying to send me back to my love of my life. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to reunite us real soon.
Thank you to King. Like, yo.
Right.
So,
take me to the King.
Chrissi, the OnlyFans.
Yes.
Tell us about the OnlyFans. Well, tell, I guess, JohnnyQuestGaming, because I'm a
you gotta tell America.
Okay.
You gotta tell the world.
Okay, so the OnlyFans came about, between me and Slim. It was a post I made. Actually, I'm gonna read the post. Hold on. It was about a young lady. I was in this group. You know what? That's funny that you talk about stigmas and groups and lack of support. I was in this Facebook group, right? It's this freaky little Facebook group that I was in. And I had posted one of my stories in there. And, you know, of course, the guys was up there like, oh, you know, good work and all that. You know, we like it. We support it. You know, they shared it around. So this woman starts talking about my filth and sitting up there saying that she was talking mad ish, and then happened to find out her daughter was an OnlyFans model. And the guy, one of the administrators, was like, yeah, he was like, why is she talking about you and your work and, you know, you talking filthy in the group? Because it was a nasty poetry contest, and I wrote something very explicit. I ended up winning, basically, and she got mad and was up there like, you think that's cute to be writing about this at your age? And I was like, isn't your daughter with her little 50, you know? And I ain't even like shading her, but she was sitting up there like being just rude. We all got to start somewhere. But here's the thing. Her daughter's been up there doing OnlyFans, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years now. Dang. And she literally, he was generous to give her a certain amount of followers. She literally only has 40 followers now. And she's charging $9.90. She got different tiers, but like I think her highest is like $29.99 a month. Right. So I said, ma'am, your daughter has a failing OnlyFans page, but you're judging me for writing about big black beep. And I'd be down. I said, y'all will learn. I will invite you to my ass to kiss before I explain myself. And then Slim says this. Oh my God, that's a story. The OnlyFans. Boom, we got a collab on that. and the rest is history. The rest is
Oh.
about girl. The OnlyFans is about these girls out here doing this shit for
pennies on a dollar.
of course the money. Yes, sir. Good night. Love you. Hold on, my bad, y'all.
It's all
Mommy
good.
mode. Push me on this.
Mom mode. But yeah,
Oh,
so
son.
I mean that was that in a nutshell right there, son. Yeah, the OnlyFans, came about, from seeing that post, and I was like, oh yeah, we got to do that. Like I saw the story clear in my head about this young woman who has been doing, that platform for a good little minute and is not getting any type of success on it. And so, you know what I'm saying? Once upon a night, you know what I'm saying? Something occurs that changes the whole scope of things, and so that's what goes down on the OnlyFans, and that will be released on Miss Just Chrissy's website on the 9th of February 2024. And what is the 9th of February?
Her B-Day.
Yeah, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. And since we not there in person, because that's what I've been doing. If anybody noticed that I was a little distracted earlier, since we won't be there in person, we got this for you, because we in the Nerd Strip Club, baby. So I had to get it together before we got up out of here. So here you go. We about to give you a little dance. That part. So Miss Just Chrissy got the first lap dance at the Nerd Strip Club, y'all.
That's right. We gotta make it rain next time. We gotta make it rain next time.
That part. Oh, say less. I got you. I got you. We're gonna make it do what it do. So with that being said, and before we go, because this was breaking news before we aired tonight, and so I just want to put a little word out about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, setups are real. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs first and foremost to Killer Mike, artist based out here in Atlanta, who's been doing his thing for over 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know Killer Mike, something wrong with you. He's one half of Run the Jewels. You might know him by Run the Jewels, but he got 3 Grammys tonight. 3 Grammys. The Grammys is on tonight. I don't really watch the Grammys no more, but he got 3 Grammys tonight, including Rap Album of the Year. And right before we start airing, he got arrested.
He got arrested. I thought you was going to bring up the fact that they sat up there and said this. Did you hear about this news? That they had, but she really didn't. It was really Killer Mike that won. They had put it. The Grammy had posted out there that Nicki Minaj had won a Grammy for Best Rap Album, and it was really Killer Mike. It's going crazy on and on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, everybody's talking about it. They're saying that they're doing it's a part of her.
They always distract us in the craziest way in Black History Month.
Hey man,
the Illuminati is like torturing her basically.
Hey,
I ain't putting no conspiracy theories out there, but that's what they're basically.
It's all crazy.
Oh, let me see if
I can be, man. It's the powers that be. She was supposed to win for she's supposed to win Best Rap Album for her and Ice Spice Barbie World, and she's actually on there on the Grammy site saying
that
she
song
won.
sucked ass.
And Barbie World, that movie was so huge, you would kind of expect them to win though for that song, but and then the one that Killer Mike won for Professors, I've heard the album numerous times, and I was just like, that one? Okay. But what's ironic at the same time, Killer Mike has a song on there called Run, Run. And then this happened. I don't know if he should have maybe have listened at that particular point. Why couldn't somebody have played it like Run, Run, Killer Mike? But hey, man, Life is a setup. Sometimes you gotta keep your eyes open and your ears listening, because they be trying to set you up out here, man.
Man, if you ain't
I
never
wish
got
you guys
what's
could see
that on?
it, but
You have to let
I
the
flashed it.
Send it to me.
yeah, but I
It was
see it.
okay.
But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Killer Mike, man. Hey, man,
Hold on,
keep
I'm
your
gonna
head up,
send it
brother.
to you
Sure, it's
right
just
now.
they're trying to take your shine for the night. It's cool. It's cool. Nicki Minaj, congratulations. You still want it. You see it on paper. It's all good, man. Don't let them give you awards and dictate your success. You know what I mean? Them awards is just whatever, man. They don't mean nothing. If you're a true talented person, your success is with yourself.
She better
and the
not
creator.
go tweeting. I don't want to hear about this no more.
All I know is, you know what I'm saying, we give God the highest praise because,
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying, he is who gives us our shine. And
Right.
with that being said, yeah, I mean, like, I stopped caring about award shows a good little minute ago. Now, hey, if they say I'll be scared if they say, hey, go, you won a Grammy. I'll be like, what? I don't even do music. So how I win
me?
don't even come my way. No, I don't want nothing. I don't want that damn part of it. I don't want that damn part of it. I'm good over here. You know what I'm saying? If they no, you know, I feel like they took them to the dungeon and not the dungeon family dungeon. Like it's a. You know what I'm saying? I'm all I gotta do. I'm gonna pray for Mike. You know what I'm saying? Because he a real dude, and y'all know he got, you know, the businesses, the finances going on. So hey, you know they try to get you, man. Hey, we keep.
Hey man, one monkey don't stop no show, man. It's cool. Keep it pushing, Killer Mike. Keep it pushing, bro. Keep it pushing.
You know it. And on that note, y'all, I know everybody's ready to conk out because everybody done ate except me. I ain't ate yet. I'm about to go feel their belly. What?
I'm about to go work out.
Oh, you about to actually do your squats tonight, man? You got it.
Yeah, I'm going to work out.
You know, I do the 30-day exercise challenge. Been doing it since September, and today is my off day. I break every fourth day: the 4th, the 8th, the 12th, the 16th, the 20th, the 24th, 28th. You know what I'm saying? Those are days I break in the month doing the exercise challenge. So I'm gonna let y'all have that exercise for the day.
Hey man, I just left Planet Fitness whenever you was doing your interview earlier. So
hey, grind, man. Hey, that's what it's all about.
About to get back on my. I'm about to get back on my Creed, man. I gotta be Apollo Creed, man. Since Apollo Creed gone, I gotta step it up, man. Be the next Apollo Creed, man. That's my goal, man. That's
right, man. Hey, either Apollo Creed or Sung Jin Woo, whichever way you go. You know what I'm saying? Like he well, see the thing with him, see he can. Well, I don't want to spoil too much for y'all because I gotta get y'all on that solo level. And speaking of any shows, any new movies or anything, anybody looking forward to in this year of 2024?
I'm looking forward to Vince Staples show, which is so weird that I came upon that. Y'all gotta check that out by Vince Staples. He a rapper that was around early 2000s up into now. Really good artist. You can check him out on Spotify, Apple Music, named Vince Staples. He's also in a cartoon called MFers. He was the main character. Check it out. And the other show is Damsel. I can't wait to see that. By Bobby, what's her name? I can't even think. Millie Bobby Brown, and Damsel, which is kind of like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And catch up on Demon Slayer. I got to catch up on that. So
same. I gotta do the same. And let's see. What show? Oh, what you looking forward to, Chrissy?
I'm just waiting for the updates for part 2 of season 3 of Chucky. Of course, Demon Slayer. I have to catch up on that too. Demon Slayer. Abbott Elementary. I love that show.
Yeah,
it's coming back on Wednesday. If you guys watch it. It's funny.
Yep, it's funny.
I watch it because it's funny and because my mom was a teacher.
That's what's up.
Let me see. I usually watch a bunch of National Geographic stuff, so none of my shows is coming back on no time soon. I just watch YouTube and be watching stuff about orcas and giants. if the megalodon is real or not, if he's still down there, stuff like that. Monosaurus and stuff like that. I know it sounds crazy, but people be thinking. I mean, I watch like of course, the celebrity news. That's how I be known because I watch YouTube a lot. But people think that I be watching the most ratchet stuff because I do reviews on ratchet-ish. But if you look on my recommendations list, of course, it's you guys like because I'm subscribed to you guys, but it's like nothing but National Geographic stuff. It's like when tigers attacking, eating heads off and stuff like that, pythons and the planets and how the solar systems and all that. I think I was watching something with can't think of his name. I just seen it. The black scientist. He was on
Neil.
I want to say The View.
Neil
Neil.
deGrasse Tyson?
That's definitely who. There you go. My husband used to watch his videos a lot, and one of his old videos that I watched popped up again on my recommendation. So I got that for watch later. So when I'm about to go to sleep, I'll watch that.
Hey, that's what's handicapping.
I don't know any good TV shows.
Let's see. What's you named Abbott Elementary. I like Abbott Elementary. Shout outs to Quinta Brunson, who won an Emmy recently for it. Also Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action series.
And the principal Janelle James.
Oh yeah. She won too.
She's real funny in person too.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, she is crazy.
No, I was just saying Janelle James is actually she's really funny and talented.
Yeah.
She had me funny. Dying.
Yeah, she is hilarious, yo. Let's see what else. I can't think of it. I don't know. Is there any Marvel movies coming out this year outside of Deadpool? I think Deadpool is just about the only thing I can think of.
Man of Web.
Oh,
We'll see.
Well, then I'm about to be a kid. Sonic 3's coming out this year, guys.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. Is it? Shadow. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow's gonna be
that ain't being no kid. That's being real right there, yo. Right. I'm ready for it. I mean, I'm even ready. I'm even ready for daggone Ugly Sonic to pop back up because after that cameo in Chip and Dale, the Chip and Dale movie. Have you seen the Chip and Dale movie, Miss Just Chrissy?
Sonic series.
Oh, you got to see the Chip and Dale movie. You got to see the Chip and Dale movie. Huh?
Oh, my son, if he was up, he would show off all his Sonic collectibles. It's
hey, Sonic, that
dude. Like, do you have this one?
Sonic,
yeah, but Sonic's coming out. That's probably.
Oh yeah, most definitely. My little niece Della, she wore out some
good movies coming out.
It's some other ones, but I honestly can't think of nothing right now. My mind is a blank right now. But I know of.
Did you guys hear about? It's a rumor that they're rebooting I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh God, I hope not. I mean, I wasn't really a fan of it. I wasn't really a fan
about that.
The original movies. I watched them, but I wasn't really. I don't know.
I'm vested into Scream now.
I wasn't a fan either, but I don't think they need to be remaking it. I don't think. I just wish they stopped rebooting movies because one of the first movie dates that me and my husband went to go see was The Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot, and he was pissed. I will never forget that drive.
Oh, that was horrible.
My sister was actually with us.
I didn't even see it just because I knew it was going to be horrible. Like it's just some things you can predict is going to be bad. That was one fire. That was one of them.
Hold on, you want to know one of the worst movies I ever picked out was My Soul to Take. Oh, my husband did not let me live that down. He dragged me for picking that movie. I picked it and we went to the movie theaters, and I would just never forget after that movie, he was driving and he just kept on looking at me and was like,
"You ain't never picking a movie again."
So he was like, "What made you think that was going to be a good movie, Chrissi?" He was like, "What made you think? What made you think that was a good choice?" And I was just like, "Because it was a horror movie." He's just like, "No more picking out no movies for you."
He's like, I could have ended world hunger in those hours.
Well, in defense of him picking Freddy, on paper it looked good because it was the guy who played Rorschach.
Yeah, it was old boy from
on paper it looked great.
Yeah,
but in the movie,
Watchmen, yeah,
garbage. It was.
He was short.
It was bad.
I knew it was gonna be bad for the for the simple reason is I'm quite sure Robert Englund wasn't ready to hang up the hat yet. If you had said
two more Underground.
If you had said, hey Robert, you want to do a couple more Freddy movies, he'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Of course.
Instead of remaking it
and that was before, because now he's like 75, 76.
Yeah, he good and old now. So I mean,
now,
like the most he would do now is probably the voice, and it'd be like a dope animation. If they had an animation team or something going on, like, hey, I do voice. That's it. That's just like Chucky. Like, you ain't gonna see him running out as Charles Lee Ray, which I'm still even though I haven't watched the new Chucky series yet, and I'm quite sure it's probably good. I'm gonna have to get a chance to check it out. But I was really liking the direction of where the movies was going. With
the daughter.
Because his real life daughter was playing a possessed Chucky, and her facial expressions is that dude's, and it was.
She looks just like that dude, man.
You said you never watched this show.
No, I haven't watched it.
You said you never watched this show.
So,
you need to go. Okay, so this is a homework assignment. You need to go watch it because she's on the show.
Wait, she is?
And
well, say that. Why nobody told me?
Yeah, she's.
I didn't catch all the episodes yet.
It's deep. Everybody is back on the show. The original Andy's on there. Andy's on there.
Andy's in there, right? Yeah,
their big sister.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
Yeah, like which one was it when he was Nika was in the mental hospital? Cult of Chucky. Cult of Chucky.
Cult of Chucky.
Basically, the first season of Chucky leads off from there. It picks up from there.
Man, why nobody told me? Because I thought they were starting over.
They didn't start over. It was the same Chucky.
I'm fighting everybody. I'm fighting y'all like Trey and boys.
Hey man, that's my fault, bro. That's my fault. Because I've watched episodes of it, but it's one of them things where I've seen so much Chucky at this point that it kind of glaze over. To be honest, because I've seen so much Chucky. I would pull out my Chucky toy, but
because I'm just like you, Miss Just Chrissi.
I don't even want to tell you what he's going through this season, but this season is wild.
Now I'm gonna catch up on it because see, I thought they was like rebooting the whole thing, just like how they did with the movie that came out. You know what I'm saying, with Mark. Even though I love Mark Hamill is amazing.
That movie was trash.
Everything, but that movie was bourgeois. It was like, nah, bro, that ain't it. That ain't it. I mean, y'all trying so high tech it and do animatronics, AI, whatever like that. No, keep it classic. Man with soul possessed, not no jacked up toy that somebody programmed. No, man. That's hey, you can't. That was
somebody from Japan.
It was perfect. Who just left the comment? Who up in there? Who up in here? Hey, DJ Sunnyside up in the building. Hey, peace of love from Japan.
What up, DJ Sunnyside up?
Yeah, that's a good show you need to watch. Definitely watch that. But that's only and of course the Dirty D whenever that comes back out, which is usually in the springtime.
Are they doing the season?
Yeah, they're doing the season 3. My moderator.
They say bump them folks. We gonna do what we gonna do.
Yeah, because my moderator, she's in love with that show. She follows I think for the cast members on their Instagrams, and she was up there she was the one who told me that I guess the situation the young lady and the guy that they was leaving the show. And I remember I told you, I was like, man, this happened months ago. I'm late to the party. And I sent you the video like,
yeah, because I ain't know, I don't be knowing
watch that show Pressure.
I don't be trying to, stay in the folk personal
I
lives.
don't know neither. Until it's sent to me.
Wait for them to come back on TV, and then when you told me that, I was like, that's the only thing I hate when stuff like that happen. Just like Jonathan Majors, like I ain't need to know nothing about that man's personal life, but of course it doesn't affect his work. So now he's out of a job or whatever the case is. All that stuff is like, man, I just need you to play Kane, do what you do on the screen, and I ain't need to know about you running down the street chasing folk or being chased or none of that crap. Like, man, get out of here.
I blame myself for what happened to Jonathan Majors.
Nah, I blame Loki because Loki wiped that man. He took him out the sacred timeline for real. Like if it was a Loki spoiler, like he took him out the sacred timeline all the way.
That's because they had to do that little backpedal because of that. But man, I was just like, don't nobody care about Kang the Conqueror. I don't care about Kang the Conqueror. I don't care. That plot line is so obtuse. Like, I don't care about Kang the Conqueror. I don't care.
But once again, but that's because of course they got the MCU centered so far around Avengers stuff when Avengers isn't the whole Marvel universe. And everybody who else with Marvel knows this. Like Avengers is over here, then you got Fantastic Four, then you got X-Men, and then you got Spider-Man, who has the greatest rogues gallery of all times, first over Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, because there's so many Batman villains, like you can just say no to, like Calendar Man. I don't want to see him. Catman, I don't want to see him. Yeah, there is a Catman, y'all. I used to think when I was a kid, I thought Catman and Catwoman had something going on. I'm like, they ain't Catman.
Wait a minute, it's a Catman for real?
Yes,
Catman.
It's a Catman. And he's a villain, a
more villain. I don't believe y'all.
It's true.
Let me see.
The same thing is about Avengers.
Look him up. Catman.
Avengers, and every big comic book fan, they can say, "Oh, I was such a big, such and such fan back in the day." Maybe
not before 2008. Don't lie to me.
Right? Don't lie.
Not before
like Iron Man.
Don't lie to me.
I like Captain America. Captain America, my favorite Marvel character. But to be honest, them stories wasn't it. And a lot of people weren't following them. It was all about X-Men and Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Them three was big properties, but
now like Captain America was that dude, but his stories was like you just said, his stories was trash. Like Captain America was that has always been that dude, but his stories was trash. And then of course, you of course playing video games, you know what I'm saying? Like if you played them in, like Marvel vs. Capcom, stuff like that, Captain America was your boy, you know what I'm saying? Hitting that stars and strikes and shields. Hey, that was your boy right there. So
but Thor, wasn't nobody just rushing out to get the new Thor comic? There wasn't no discussion on the playground. Hey man, you checked out that new Thor? You seen that new Thor? Nah, bro, I ain't get that one.
Or
like for a long time, we just thought it was Thor's hammer. We found out it was near. Like it's just truth.
I really found so it's really a Catman. That's crazy,
ain't it? And he's such a more.
I just seen the actual Catman.
Like I haven't seen a picture of him since the 80s. I don't even want to know what he looked like now if he's still in the comics. I don't care. But I remember having a book with him at the end, and like he's such a Mort character. It's like
he's a super Mort character.
Nah, I can't
you have
see
to dim it a little bit. But hey,
why
man,
would they name him Catman? That just sounds weird. Catman. Isn't Catwoman part of DC novel?
Hey, that's Batman cousin. Just like you got Tennessee Jones, Kentucky Jones, Alabama Jones. Them Indiana Jones cousins.
It's a lot of more characters out there.
Wait, hold on. Are they really cousins?
No. I just made them up. I made him up walking home last night from the stuff.
Oh, I was about to say, like, why would you choose?
Hi, Indiana.
I'm not understanding why he would choose that name.
It's West Virginia,
Hey,
John.
That's a
it was
horrible.
during that time. They got a character. You got an Animal Man.
That is a horrible.
You got an Animal Man, and his powers are he can use powers of animals. You know, there's a lot of more characters.
I mean, which is cool power. I mean, he's basically the male version of Vixen, but
Right.
you know, so
Yeah,
but
Plastic Man, Elastic Man.
I'm definitely going to tell
Plastic
my
Man
mom
and
to be
Elastic
like,
Man.
the most Mort name ever though to me is Wonder Man. Like I can't ever
Wonder
get behind
Man is
Wonder.
horrible. I feel sorry for him.
I can't ever
I
get
feel
behind
sorry
that.
for him.
Bro.
Y'all made
like,
a Wonder Man. Like that was that.
like,
That's
I like he don't even sound like he came first. Like when you hear his name, you don't think, oh, was he around before Wonder Woman? Nah, bro. He no. No, bro. Like I don't know that dude. No.
he getting a series though.
Don't get me
Coming
started.
to Marvel Cinematic Universe. I told you, more characters what they do there.
Still playing him. Dude who was played Black Mantha
well,
in
which one?
Manhattan.
Can I ask you guys something?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one do you guys prefer, DC or Marvel?
Well, that's simple
Who do
for
you
me.
think have the strongest characters? Who do you think have the best characters? And whose character out of DC and out of Marvel has the most powerful? I asked y'all a bunch.
That's easy for me. Now the first question, who do I prefer? Neither of them. Not now because I don't care about them no more because they're so corporate now. But who I think has, of course, the strongest universe, that hands down got to go to DC. Now you have some individual strong characters in Marvel, but in comparison to some of the ones in DC, like I mean, Superman, Superman pretty much bodies about half the Marvel universe. Now, and you're talking about what Phoenix, like, yeah, Phoenix could probably, of course, wipe out Superman, just using her mental abilities. But at the same time, what I'm saying, she got to get to him first because he can probably move faster than she can think. So,
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's it on her. You know what I'm saying? If Superman going all out, if he going all out, that's a wrap for her. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't even got to see her. He can use his laser. I mean, he can use his his enhanced vision to see where she at, and then they're gonna hit her with a heat ray in the head. So if he wanted to, but I
didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, I mean that's if you want to get diabolical with Superman, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like beyond injustice, it's like, but
I still can't believe this man is Catman. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Villains and superheroes.
Your world's been shoot. Hey, see what's your take? I already know your take.
I mean, I go by that old foundation that Marvel was every man's hero and DC is the land of gods. Like DC is definitely my favorite characters because that's where all the originals came from. Batman, Wonder Woman, and I live my life by Superman. Like I think Superman is just not a great property, but just an amazing character overall. Probably the strongest thing. No matter how I try to write a comic, nothing beats Superman. But definitely DC for me. I love Marvel. Don't get me wrong. Grew up with Marvel as a kid, but DC always had that place in my heart as like the best thing. And Superman is Superman for president. That's all I'm gonna say. Superman for president.
And this one I'm gonna say also, just to give y'all a little context. My mom's her favorite hero and her favorite villain. Shout out to my mom, RIP. Her favorite hero was Superman. Her favorite villain, Magneto.
That's good choices. That's some real strong choices. I probably almost agree with Magneto, but I still got to give it to Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah. I mean, Dr. Doom has his own country, so you can't mess with him.
Latavia.
You can't mess with him by law. You can't mess with him by law. He got diplomatic immunity. Leave him alone. He owns his own country. He's the leader of his own country. Like, leave me alone, bro.
I think me personally, I like Dr. Doom because he can do all these different things and his persona is hidden. Like I myself, that's one thing I got to increase in my channels this year is being more in front of the camera because I like to be behind the camera, behind the scenes. And he was just that dude. Like you don't see him, you don't know, you know what I mean? You don't know what Dr. Doom looked like. He's just behind the persona. And RIP to MF Doom, who's one of my favorite rappers. You know, just Dr. Doom, I think was the man. He was smart, he was strong, he was powerful, like, and just downright evil. You know what I mean? Like he ain't need no story like to be like, oh, you feel sorry for me. No, I'm just bad. I'm Dr. Doom. I'm literally Dr. Doom. I mean, so.
Well, you know, in the latest comic book that's coming out next month, they're going to reveal that Dr. Doom's original name by birth was Victoria.
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I could believe that. I could believe that. I really could. I'll be like,
because they're trying to keep up with the times. They're just doing anything now with characters. So yeah, I believe it sounded believable. They was going what have them come out.
All you gotta ask is Roberta Drake.
Just joking.
All you gotta do ask what happened with Roberta Drake.
Bobby, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please. We've been able to get through a whole show and not give me mental images of that. That's mind breaking.
What is Roberta Drake? Is this a
You gotta tell her now, Slim. You open it up. Go ahead.
Well, Robert Drake is the superhero mutant known as Iceman, and from the X-Men, Iceman from the X-Men. So about what is man now? About a good at least about 10, 11 years. I don't know how long it's been. 13, 14, 15
13 years. And who gets more ass than Iceman? I'm just that you know.
So Jean Grey hit up Robert, hit up Bobby, you know what I'm saying? She hit up the kid version. These were the kid versions of them that got thrust into the future. And so she was having a conversation with Bobby Drake, and then she just started looking at him and said, "You're gay, Bobby. You're gay.
It's my rate.
You're gay, Bobby. You're gay."
What?
So Jean Grey saying this to you, what you think gonna happen?
The strongest telepath in the world, who can make your brain blow up by a thought. Told you gay, then goddamn it, you're gay. Okay, I don't care what you thought, what you think you thought. It is
what
what
see
it is.
Inside his mind. Was he kissing boys inside his head?
No, he was not.
He was kissing boys inside his mind for her to see that or something.
Not y'all can't tell me that about Bobby Drake. Bobby Drake got more ass than a little bit. You hear me? Like in the comic books, if he ain't smashed it, he must have passed it and it wasn't worth it. Because Bobby Drake was that dude. I even had my nickname as Bobby Drake at one point.
Smashing men's booty or girls' booty? You tell both.
No, strictly
it was man's butt.
He is strictly y'all. He is strictly Quickly. Okay, strictly Quickly. That's it. And they changed it, and I'm upset. And Slim, this is going to be removed from the show. You never speak on Bobby Drake or Iceman again. I don't want to hear it. Because when y'all told me that in my house, devastated I was.
Oh my God, the big muscular dude. Oh my goodness, he was wearing popsicles.
Wait, what?
I just thought about something.
She just said it wasn't ice. It wasn't all ice.
You said the Iceman, right?
It wasn't all ice. Man.
Oh man.
This is why. If I could have muted his mic, I would have.
Nerds out here talking, y'all. Nerds out here talking. We out here talking, man. But yo, without further ado, any closing words tonight on this most awesome night in the club, in the Nerd Strip Club?
I had fun with you guys. Thanks for having me. I'm too tired. My sister just text. I'm gonna have to text her and tell her tomorrow morning.
Hey, tell her tomorrow morning.
Or I'm probably gonna get up around.
Just tell her he's at the club.
Get up at 5 and knock it out real quick.
Right.
She knows I don't go.
You already know. You at the club.
I think the moment I tell her.
That part had to let the folks know about that thing. The OnlyFans. Hey, and also, you know what I'm saying, make sure
it's coming out February 9th.
Yeah. It's bedtime.
I'll let you handle it. I thought you asked me.
Is Bedtime Stories
It is
Volume
still
1 still out as
available
well?
on ebook.
Hey,
Yes, it is on ebook.
Hey, that part. Miss Just Chrissi, we enjoyed you being here. You know what I'm saying? I know you ready to daggone clunk out. You know what I'm saying? She at the club. She cooling it right now. You
Sorry,
feel
y'all
me?
can't
Straight up.
see me. I got my neon lights on. I don't have no big lights in
Hey,
my room.
it's all
Hold
great,
on, let me
man.
see if I
Bright
can switch it to the
lights.
red light. Maybe it'll brighten,
Johnny
maybe
Quest
it'll brighten
Gaming,
it
any
up.
final words?
Hey man, always, man, y'all be safe, be blessed. Make your best day your next day and your worst day your last day. Just keep moving forward, y'all. But yeah, man, thank you, Miss Chrissi, for coming out. We really appreciate you coming out to the show. We had a blast. Definitely I'll go out and get her
I
book
appreciate it.
as soon as possible. Check it out. Other than that, man, that's it for me because you brought bad mental imaging in my head, so you can take it away. Cue credits. Cue scene.
Well, I'm gonna take it away just like this. You know what I'm saying? We about to daggone send you know what I'm saying? We about to go ahead and put up a special code, and whoever sees this code will win $1 billion. No, I'm just playing out $1 billion. No, we're gonna give away $1,000 when you see this code right here. And the code is
What?